Alright, so Nintendo Switch 2 is here, and I'm going to give you some good reasons why you should consider picking it up yourself. So first off, we decided to get the best fighting game of all time. I'll go into why briefly in a sec. We decided to go with Capcom Fighting Collection, and we decided to go with the enhanced version of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. 3 games that I believe will bring immense value to any gamer. Coming in yesterday after the midnight release, I was just so damn tired. I decided to watch a couple episodes of Bleach, the anime Bleach. I'm currently on the Rancor arc. Enjoyed myself that way. Just went to sleep with a smile on my face, knowing that I'll enjoy it better once I actually have the energy. I'm just not built like I used to be and staying up gaming all night, dog. So there's a couple things I want to address. First, when it comes to the Nintendo Switch 2, I want to address attitude, and I want to address cost. So attitude meaning you either fall in 3 categories. 1, not interested at all. 2, on the fence. Or 3, you just outright can't afford it. And I did want to kind of touch base on that for a second. Like, you know, I've been in seasons where I couldn't afford what I wanted to afford gaming-wise. If you knew me personally, you would know that I know a thing or two about rebuilding and you know, just pacing yourself and staying mentally well through the process of rebuilding. So if that's you, just know that it's temporary. Get on your grind and don't get sucked into any negative comments on social media. You don't know what their personal situations are, and they could just be trolls. So addressing people that aren't interested at all, my question for you is, or my request for you is, you got to ask yourself, why aren't you just scrolling past certain comments and content about Nintendo Switch 2? Because, you know, if it's for me, if it's a topic about hockey, if it's a topic about lacrosse or anything that I'm not interested in, I scroll right past it. You got to be honest with yourself and ask yourself, why do I care about how other people spend their money and entertain themselves in this particular area? Because what I think it is that you want one. And if that's the case, just list it on. I'm going to give you a few reasons why you should get it. Otherwise than that, like, you know, back out. Like, you know, this conversation really isn't for you. And I'm the type of person to respect however it is you do get your entertainment. So best wishes to you and whatever it is you do, whether it be, you know, Steam Deck or PC or whatever. But this particular topic and video is about Nintendo Switch 2 users. So the other thing I'm going to address is cost. So if you don't remember, Street Fighter 2 was $79.99. Street Fighter 2 vanilla. And then you add the fact that, you know, hey, if I want to take my kids out to go see Deadpool, Lilo and Stitch or whatever, we're talking about like $120 to $140 experience. Okay, you just want to go on a date with a woman, you know, dinner and movie combination, that's going to be, you know, same thing, 70 to 120 bucks. You figure a game like Mario Kart World, which is going to offer you immense entertainment value to create memories, costing you 80 bucks. You know, I'll be honest, man, some people are getting lost in where the times are going. You know, if you're not paying attention as well, there's a lot of people getting laid off because of, in part due to the cost of gaming not going up. So, I mean, when it comes to costs, like, you know, similar to like politics, religion and all that, I'm just closed-minded with that. Like, I feel like people that feel as though the game should cost like $30, like, you know, it's like, bro, this is a different topic for you. Like, you know, I think you should be focused on something else and not gaming. But moving on. So for your average woman or man who has a roof over their heads, has a career to manage, maybe a wife, kids, spouse, whatever, I think that the best 2 gaming options for you is PC and Nintendo Switch. Nintendo Switch is a powerhouse. You have access to their retro gaming library. You also have access to all 12,500 titles they had to come out on the original Switch, whether that be remasters, remakes, or whatever, or their 70 first-party exclusive titles, which are just fucking phenomenal. Very user-friendly, the king of family gaming console. And if you've never even played with like Joy-Cons compared to like Wii remotes, There's another level of gaming to experience. Easy to travel around with in game, and the king of also cozy gaming. Cozy gaming meaning a game you could play for just a few minutes and feel like you got a lot out of it, which I do have cozy gaming aspects over here that I'll explain in a second. But Nintendo Switch 2, on top of the retro gaming library, the Switch library, and the new Switch 2 library, well worth your time, well worth your money. And if you're talking about the battery life, just get yourself an external battery, man. You know, one of these things to help charge it, those little battery packs, they'll give you an extra hour or two. That's something small. Don't let no BS comments like that throw you off. Those things are like $20-$30 online. So let's talk about the best fighting game of all time, Street Fighter. You get all the colors, you get all the characters, you get all the stages. One shot, including Elena that just dropped a couple days ago. Just a phenomenal game, very user-friendly. They got modern controls for people who feel as though they're not execution heavy. They got World Tour mode if you like myself and you do enjoy a one-player experience where you could just travel around in a Final Fight beat 'em up type mode and get to know the characters better, different fighting styles better, get into the Street Fighter lore. This is the king of fighting games for many reasons. Tekken, their last season was a disaster. They lost a lot of their player base. Mortal Kombat just announced that they came out with the definitive version, which means that they're offering no more new content because they're working on something else. So the drop off to me is crazy, because it's basically like the drop off of Xbox 360 to Xbox One. Like, you know, everybody when Xbox 360 came out thought it was going to be the king of consoles, and then it just lost so badly to PlayStation 4. And that's basically what Street Fighter did to all fighting games, including a lot of y'all not going to like this, including Fatal Fury. It's struggling with sales right now. A lot of people are saying it's not very casual. I mean, it's not very user-friendly to the casuals. You know what I mean? So maybe they should come out with a modern control scheme that is a little bit more user-friendly or whatever. But in any case, the king of fighting games, go get it. Next, we're going to go with Capcom Collection 2. Now, in this particular case, you get Capcom versus SNK 1 and 2, Capcom Evolution, you get Street Fighter Alpha 3, you get Power Stone 1 and 2, Project Justice, and Plasma Sword. Now, I'm only going to play Power Stone 1 and 2, Capcom versus SNK 2, and most likely Project Justice. So that's 4 games. So this game costs me $40. What you do is you divide that by 4 because you're going to be playing 4 games. So technically that's going to be $10 per game, which I think is more than worth it. Again, I don't subscribe to people that are complaining about gaming prices. I just don't. We don't see things the same way. I got friends that don't even mention this shit, you know, like respective careers, and people that even just make some sacrifices to get it that don't even mention the cost of games because they already know. Those are conversations I stay away from, and I let those type of people talk amongst themselves. You know, I'm real big on hanging around positive energy and people that get that gaming is actually under where it's supposed to be financially. And then we got Zelda Tears of the Motherfucking Kingdom, yo. You gotta get this game. So I got this game only about an hour or two in, and thought it was the most beautiful game ever. It's the only game I've played in so long where I was playing and doing absolutely nothing with the biggest smile on my face, because the game is just gorgeous. You see every blade of grass moving, you enjoy the soundtrack. This is before anything happens. But then as you get into building, as you get into the upgrades, the game is just fantastic, yo. You have to, like, I can't imagine an enhanced version of this. So that's enough talk. I think Switch 2 is well worth your time, well worth your money. If you want some additional recommendations, I would get Mario Wonder, Shredder's Revenge, and Streets of Rage 4 to enhance your co-op experience on the Nintendo Switch, and enjoy yourself, man. We are in for a amazing new generation of gaming.